Oh, hello, beautiful friends. A new video. This time it is hydrogen. Again, I just want to show you some opportunities. Again, you can take them if you may, you can do it differently. But again, I think hydrogen here looks compelling. Some of the charts looks very compelling. Again, it's a very volatile sector. I will say it's very risky. But again, with the right risk tolerance, also if you're very good at, trading it, I think there are some great opportunities. As always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. If you like what you see, give me that beautiful subscription. Okay, so hydrogen again at the moment a very 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 unloved sector, but I do think that it could have some sort of resurgence here to the upside. Definitely, looking at some of the charts, they look good. The ETF maybe lagging here a bit, and we really want the ETF to kind of move. But yeah, let's dive into business here. Hydrogen. So we want to be looking at Hydra, in this case, the Global X Hydrogen ETF. Yes, it only goes back roughly 2 years, a bit over 2 years, 2.5 years. So again, we don't have that much data. So again, very simple chart for me. That is a falling. We can almost call it a wedge here, but again, I will more or less. It's roughly a parallel here, not quite, but still, it is a downward here. And again, we are just waiting for a break to the upside here again. Very early still, but again, usually these resolve to the upside unless we have a huge capitulation move, and then we often spike higher. So again, Hydra here is not looking, as good as some of the other charts, but I guess, within a few months, it could really break out here. Again, just follow the chart here. Again, nothing is a certain here, maybe a double bottom there. Huge divergence on the RSI on the weekly. So again, that is what it is. Fuel cell, in this case, I have been looking at that falling wedge for a very long time, really. And definitely coming into that green support zone here. We bounced once. We have the falling wedge, which is, as long as we are in that one, basically you just observe. And in my view, if we can break that golden wedge right there and get above that pivot low and that pivot high at roughly 1.8, 1.75, maybe might be a bit more correct. I think that is a huge turning point for this stock here. That this could be, some sort of double bottom breakout right there. But again, we're still in the falling wedge, so nothing new, but definitely I think you should have this on your radar. It can be traded on a breakout, but also it might be able to do a bigger long-term move here for fuel cell. But again, very volatile sector, very, how can you call it, spassy. I mean, it's so jittery. Also, it's up big today, but yeah. BE, Bloom Energy Corporation, not the prettiest of the prettiest chart here. We have that major long-term bull flag, and we have this zone right here. It is red. Maybe if you make it green so you can see it a bit better on your screen. There it is. So that is a support and resistance zone we want to get back above, obviously back above, let's call it 13. Then we have flipped it as support. Also, we have some other stuff going on here for some inverted head and shoulder. Yes, we broke the red uptrend here. And with the huge move down, retesting, and now we are here rolling over. So again, I want to get above that neckline before I'm anything. Then I will be more bullish. But for now, it is a breakdown, retest, and we would have to assume that could roll over still. But again, there are some lines that are worthy of respect, and that's the minor internal blue neckline right here. It's pretty well defined in my view. So yeah, that is it for BE. It's also a bigger company, 2.5 billion, so not the worst. Block here. We need to go to the monthly because that is some long-term. This goes back a long way. Golden trend line here, all the way down. Again, depending on how you want to align it, maybe it's down here. It's very tricky to align these highs over here. So again, it depends on how good you are at aligning them. Maybe it is actually down here, so that is not quite a triple support. But anyways, we have this green uptrend here, and we are now tagging it. Also, we had the horizontal support here, and we are looking at a monthly, very strong hammer candle here, big reversal sign. Again, if you go to the daily, you can see that we are actually bouncing up quite heavily here. Do we have a like an entry here? I wouldn't say so, but still we have, in my view, this is that move right here that happened, in the last week or the week before. That is capitulation move here, in my view, down to that big support. And I think that there could be some great trades here at that massive support. But also, if you can find a long-term entry, within a few weeks, maybe a month, then I think that can also be more gains to the upside for Plug Power, that is. CARR, Carrier Global Corporation. Quite simply, it's actually quite strong still. We have that minor shoulder, and we have the other shoulder here. That was, the basing, bit of a deep retest here, but we are within that beautiful golden uptrend channel right there. So we want to see a break, roughly, let's call it 60 for good measure, maybe 59, 60. Then I think this looks really primed for more upside. You can see it right there. That's just insanely strong, right? So that is also something that you could do. You could buy that breakout. Obviously, you should have a stop below, depending on how you play the stop losses. But again, always play with the stop loss and know when you're wrong. Nikola, hater stock here. Everyone think it is going broke and all that good stuff. It might be, but again, that is a parallel red channel here, bit of a dip below there, and now we are looking at, this is the weekly. I will actually go to the daily here. We do have some very decent, depending on how you want to line that trend line, really. But again, we have some early breakout of that triangle here into that red lower trend line from that parallel trend channel right there. So definitely also maybe something in the making here. If you look out, you can play that bounce to the upper trend line maybe, or do as you may. But still, this year, that triangle right there, I'm very, very fond of. There it is, actually. So yeah, Nikola could be in for a bounce here. Last time we bounced 7x. I don't know if we will get that, but still, that is a triangle squeeze that has broken to the upside. So definitely. Helion holding, also close to a breakout of a long channel right here, right there, breaking out. Close to breakout, obviously. We still have resistance right here. If we can zoom in, you can see it right there. That pivot low there, and the breakdown, and now we're back here again. So we want to break out above here, and then in my view, you should be looking for longs from retesting or bullflagging, whatever that may happen there. That is, in my view, not the worst thing to do. Again, you may do as you may, but I think there are definitely some good money to be made here. Ballard Power Systems, long term, we're going back here. Again, I would love for that to be, exactly at the trend line. However, we don't always get perfection, but I still think it's still pretty damn well defined. So that golden trend line is very, very important. Also, you can call this, a massive bottoming pattern here. It's like a double inverse head and shoulders. I don't know. But basically, we had that huge move up, and now we're just coming down. We are below the trend line here. So for now, it is not a place to go long. However, a breakup above the golden and above that blue squeeze right there is definitely something that could potentially be traded or go very long, stop loss below maybe, or below the golden trend line again. Definitely a great setup in my view. No one likes this, and the stock is down, I don't know how many percent from the top here, roughly 90% from the top. Again, play as you may, but I think there are some good bets here in hydrogen that could be taking advantage of. And so yeah, that is just some info for you guys. Again, you can do with it as you may, but I just want to show you that hydrogen, there could be some, as mentioned, some great opportunities for you in the future. Again, you can see the sector is actually up quite a bit. Funny enough, the hydro is not up by much, so that's definitely very weird when we're looking at 5 to 10% across the board, really. Anyways, that's all. Hydrogen, what do you think in the comments? I know everyone hates it, but I think the chart is telling us that maybe that's a good thing that everyone is hating it, because the chart looks compelling, to be honest. That's all. I will stop talking here, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know in the comments below, do you think hydrogen could be it? And well, not be it, like that's the only thing you should do, but definitely I think there is money to be made from a trading or longer term ish investments. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Have a great one. Bye.